What is up with y'all? This is Tanyé. And today I came to talk about the UN. Finally, how long has the UN been around? Finally, talking about reparations for Black people. Well, I'm glad they at least said it. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this intro, and then I'll get into the topic and the article that I saw. And here we go.
Yeah, I don't know everything. Nah.
What do I look like, an expert?
But I'm gonna tell you what I do know. You are invited to subscribe, share, like, and thumbs up this video. And enjoy another episode in this series. Keep coming back, because we do this weekly. Go to Tanyé So Official for the latest updates and merch for our followers.
Okay, guys. So, there's so many fireworks going on outside this house right now. I hear so much. It's so loud. Wow. For those of you that celebrate, go ahead and do your thing. But I am going to use this fair use and read through this article. There were a few articles that were out recently, but before I even do that, I'm going to go to what they had to say when Juneteenth suddenly became a holiday on Twitter. Juneteenth is more than a federal holiday. We need reparations now. Absolutely. And this tweet right here shocked me, and I love it. It says, personally, this is from ZJ Dandelion. Personally, I believe that any Black person born in this country should be allotted $1,200 a month for adults and $600 a month for each child indefinitely, regardless of other income, similar to COVID stimulus. Hello, somebody. Oh, and it should be taken from a 25% tax put on billionaires. Well, okay, talking about reparations now is only going to increase GOP voter turnout. Talk about it when we have bigger majorities in Congress. This issue should also be raised in the UN, as there are many nations who profited from abhorrent slave trade, actually human trafficking, let's be honest, and they need to pay back too. Well, I'm glad the conversation is changing. And this one says from Corey Bush. Okay. When they say that, and I think she's also the one that said, okay, it was good for Juneteenth, but we need these reparations too. It's time for that. When they say that the 4th of July is about American freedom, remember this: the freedom they're referring to is for white people. This land is stolen land, and Black people still aren't free. So, hello, somebody. I do like the fact that they did that, so I'm going to go ahead and like it myself. And then I'm going to close out that tab and read this urge, which I'm not so interested in hearing about an urge um, for reparations rather than a mandate, because I could have sworn that the UN does mandates for things that they expect countries to take part in. This is coming from BBC News. And let me read this headline. UN Human Rights Chief calls for reparations over racism. United Nations Human Rights Council has urged global action, including reparations, to make amends for racism against people of African descent. Its new report also urges educational reform and apologies to address discrimination. The findings cite concerns in about 60 countries, including the UK, Belgium, France, Canada, Brazil, and Colombia, of course, the United States, too. The study began after the murder of George Floyd, an unarmed Black man in U.S. police custody in 2020. And my question is, okay, so like that was how many deaths since Martin Luther King that was also killed by law enforcement in the United States? Why did we not have that conversation back in 1960? What was it, 63 or 64? Maybe 68. I can't remember when he actually was killed, but because of that, shouldn't we have been having that conversation back then when the CIA, our actual, we're supposed to be one of our law enforcement agencies, FBI, CIA, whichever one that participated, which I think both of them did. We should have been talking about this back then. Or Malcolm X, or Medgar Evers, or Emmett Till, or okay, we wait until 2020. That you see how slow moving things are in regards to getting justice and paying debts that are owed. The finding says protests over the Minnesota man's death and the conviction of a white policeman were a seminal point in the fight against racism. In a statement on Monday, UN High Commissioner for Human Rights Michelle Bachelet called on all states to stop denying and start dismantling racism. And to listen to the voices of people of African descent. The UN report is based on discussions with more than 300 experts and people of African descent and seeks to push nations to take action to end racial injustices. It found that police use of racial profiling and excessive force was systemic in much of North America, Europe, and Latin America. The report says racism was the biggest problem in countries associated with the former trade of many millions of Africans for slavery, which some people still we also need to talk about the whole aspect of us being indigenous as well, and the mixing of all of our cultures that makes us a little bit separate from Africans, but still it's true that there was European for lack of a better word, attempts to be superior in every nation where there are people of brown or dark brown hue. Some people call Black or Africans. They say Africans, but not all Americans that are dark skinned are African. Anyway, the findings conclude that in order to achieve racial justice, countries should make amends for centuries of violence and discrimination, including through formal acknowledgement and apologies, truth-telling processes, and reparations in various forms. Yes, we need it in various forms. It praises Black Lives Matter and says that groups should receive funding, public recognition, and support. Is that it? Okay, there's a little bit more. As Bachelet, a former president of Chile, said reparations must not only be a financial in nature, but they talking about cutting them checks, okay? I'm okay with that, cut them checks, but include other guarantees to prevent future injustices. Now, that's the interesting part. I say all these law enforcement systems need to be completely revamped. She says states must show stronger political will to articulate action for racial justice, redress, and equity, I would say, through specific time bound commitments to achieve results. This will involve reimagining policing, reforming the criminal justice system. Okay, they talking about some stuff that I'm talking about, which have consistently produced discriminatory outcomes for people of African descent. Miss Bachelet welcomes welcomed a promising initiative by U.S. President Joe Biden to address racial inequality, which involves attempting to level the playing field by treating racial groups differently based on perceived need. Okay. We'll see what you got to say to try to correct some stuff, Joe Biden. We will see. We will see. We will see. One other thing I wanted to do real quick, and let me go ahead and pull this up while it's on my mind. Um, okay, I just gotta play this because this is the anniversary of so-called black men wanting to actually stand up for us, and women, men and women. There were men and women that did it. I appreciate everything that they did for us, and just the fact that they tried to stand up for Second Amendment rights is just amazing. It's amazing, and I have to salute it when I see it happening. So I am going to go ahead and share out my screen so we can appreciate this together, because like I don't know any people in my lifetime that have done anything like this. Not in my lifetime anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and play this. It's got a little bit of a commercial at the beginning. So, and then we're going to get up out of here.
Threat. The threats don't mean shit to us. Y'all been threatening us with Birmingham ain't shit. When it's a lot of war. All you scary ass Negroes that pass that shit around. Look at what the fuck you did. You made blacks come out. I don't see no white militia. Look to the boogie boys, the 3%ers, and all the rest of you scared ass rednecks. We here. Where the fuck you at? We in your house. Let's go. Get that baby, motherfucker.
Okay, I just had to share that with you guys before we get out of here. Salute to everybody that stands up for rights of so-called black people all over the world, and especially the ones that did it for us after so long of us continually having problems and injustices happening right here where we are. But I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I got some resting up to do, and I know I got a live schedule for tomorrow. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cancel that. I've been having like a little bit of sore throat, and I really want to go ahead and rest up. So y'all might not see some lives from me for a little bit, and I want to focus a little bit more on music, because I see that a lot of stuff is just going back to back against our people right now, and I got to detach a little bit. Everybody got to detach every once in a while. And I got to do it as well. Anyway, I'm going to leave this the same way that I came in. I hope that you guys take care. Y'all be safe and be blessed. And I will see y'all in the next one. And I'm hoping everything goes in our favor. Anyway, love you guys. I'm out.